Things I find interesting at color photography.
ABBA, Bee Gees to Alabama, REO Speedwagon, Styx,
Leopard,
Def Leppard,
Concert on the Hills, Canard Center, Muscatauga, they had some festivals, Cirque du Soleil's. Hi, I'm Paul Majcan, and this is my Custom 24 Paul Reed Smith 2013 model, and it's my baby. This PRS is the Custom 24 model. It has a 5-way toggle. The pickups is a standard treble, a standard bass. And of course you get your tone knob. These are speed knobs, they go pretty quick. So you're doing swells in your music, you're able to do that with quite ease, no resistance. It's got the bird inlays, as you can see. They're really pretty. Really pretty. The headstock, of course, is just gorgeous. It's got that sleek design. The tuners change the string in a matter of seconds. Make it the pitch, stays in. The bridge down here, well, it's amazing. You'll never get anything else like this unless you do a lot of work to your Strats, to your Gibsons. It stays in tune crazy, and when you do use the whammy bar. My whammy bar is not on it right now. I really don't use it an awful lot, mostly in the hands. Yeah! This guitar has been with me for about 4 years now. I've got it locally. I traded some gear for it, and I'm so glad I did. I have another PRS guitar, not exactly the same as this, and this was a great addition to have for me in my stock. I've used this guitar for many things. I play a lot of country with it. It's got that nice twang. You can split the pickups. It's going to give you that Strat sound. You won't get a telly out of it, but you'll come damn close. It's really honking. Humbuckers, of course. It's great for rock and roll. I've seen guys play metal on this thing, and it sounds really good too. Other than that, you can use it for any style. It just has that tone and feel. I mean, it gives you what you want. Sustain forever. Not what we all want. So this guitar is good for everything, even jazz. My main influences and why I buy certain guitars, like this one, is Aerosmith. That's my main one right there. I love everything that they do, and also, you know, I'm a cover band. I play a lot of different styles. Everything you can think of, we play for the people that row front. That's the reason why I like Paul Reed Smith so much. You know, I could play a Les Paul and have the Les Paul sound and all that stuff, but with this one here, I'm getting a Les Paul sound. I'm getting a Strat sound. I'm just not getting a telly sound, but you know what? If I do this, pull her back one, and it's I'm not good at chicken picking, but let's try that. That could be like a telly with a little bit of grit on it, and it served all my purposes. And you know what? For the gigging musician who's doing a lot of cover songs and stuff, it's actually a very versatile guitar, and it's durable. It is durable. I've this one in particular, I had it on a tri-stand, and I knocked it over at a show, right on the cement. And I'm not kidding you. It landed on its front, standing up like this, and it fell over, and I swear everything stood still a time. I saw it. I couldn't get to it. And it landed on here, and I had my whammy bar on there. And I think that's what might have saved me. Here it is today. Didn't have to get anybody to fix anything. And it happened at Tide Fest last year. I had my Strat, and I had this one. The Strat was my spare. I had this one up on the tripod stand like that. And the only reason why I knew it was falling was a guy in front of me who's the stage guy was going back, which is something else. He looked back like this, and his mouth goes, "What?" And I turned right around, and it was just this way, falling already. I couldn't get to it. And then it went flat down. It's unreal. It was just unreal. Anyway, it'll never happen again.
Yeah. That's like Eric Johnson territory.
Yes, it is. I was working with Black Hawk, the country band Black Hawk back in the day. In sound check, the guitar player was playing these licks. I recognized it right off. And he's playing these licks. Actually, it was on a Paul Reed Smith. And I just listened and listened, and I'm supposed to be working. I'm listening, and my ears just caught me. And I just looked over, and when he was done, the few licks that he was playing, and I said, "I recognize that." He goes, "Yeah," and I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's Eric Johnson." He said, "Yes, it is." He goes, "He just lives down the road from me, down in Austin." And I said, "You're kidding me." Anyway, it was pretty cool. It was really, really cool. And he was playing on a Paul Reed Smith. And I am a Gibson guy. I like Gibson too. Beautiful sound, awesome sound. Pretty versatile themselves, but not as versatile as this. I wrote this one a long time ago. My dog had passed away, so I just came up with this. Take it! Oh man, it's good to mess around. You ready to record?
We think we know a lot of life, but we don't know the half about what people go through, how they wind up on different paths. I knew him in the crowd over the evil he endured, not knowing how to cope, not knowing what's in store. A man of good virtue, something lost on this world, how to move on was ripped away, lost desire to even bathe or how to cook a meal. It's not the part of him that was saved. The memories overwhelm and they drop the tears. Wish he gave less time to work and career, but there were lots of good times, so good to hear her laugh. 'Cause in this mighty river, love was his life raft. He's lost without the girl. He's lost without the girl. He's lost without the girl. Remembers every word, wants to turn back time and love her even more, and he takes a drink of his wine. Robin on the windowsill, sitting in the rain, reaches in his heart.